wishes. You won't find it better than this. Just let go if you leave. Just let me know so it won't look down. You move on.
Hey guys, Keyshawn Chia here, back with you, another alternate universe what if episode, and we're going to continue off of part 2. Well, this will be part 2 of what if Naruto was the reincarnation of Dracula or the new Dracula from Castlevania. Now, I just want to give a good shout out to all my subscribers who was there from the beginning all the way to the end and who subscribed to me, and up to new ones who's coming in soon. Thank you for the 30, or should I say 31 subscribers. I said I will make a 30 special of subscribers who, when it was reaching up to 30, and I'm actually quite happy about that, and I'm actually grateful for y'all actually subscribing and listening to my what if videos. I really thought I didn't have it in me to do these what ifs, so I'm really grateful for y'all actually subscribing to me and actually helping me out and stuff, and helping me grow and do more what ifs and do better. So I thank you for that. Now let's continue to this what if, or should I say alternate universe what if. And this is, well, like I said again, what if Naruto was the reincarnation or the new Dracula, part 2. Now this is going to be a 18. Yes, 18. It's going to get spicy. But let's go with the recap. Now, where we last left off was Naruto basically biting Sasuke and turning him into a vampire. Into a vampire. To help him get stronger, to kill his brother Itachi. And Naruto became somewhat of a Uchiha now, with the DNA of taking the blood of basically Sasuke and basically becoming an Uchiha. Their rivalry and friendship became more close together. Soccer is still useless. That's probably going to change later on. Depends. And they pretty much passed the spell test. Now, we start off with Sasuke and Naruto waking up inside the castle up top the sky. Basically waking up and eating breakfast and stuff. And Sasuke is thinking about how is he going to repopulate the Uchiha thing after he kills his brother. And Naruto basically informs him, says, well, if you know where all their bodies at, I could pretty much use my blood to bring them back to life as undead vampires. And Sasuke says, really, you can do that? And Naruto says yes, because we're going to give him that. Another extra ability. They both pretty much go to the graveyard where all the Uchihas are dead at, and bring back pretty much all those who have died by Itachi's hand, by Naruto's blood, and they all coming back and risen, including kids that got slaughtered. As Naruto is finishing up, he goes around and says he's going to do something. Why Sasuke is pretty much helping them, get their strength and stuff and pretty much get better, including Sasuke's mother and father. Now, as Naruto is walking around, he senses death around another thing, and he sees a body, and he says, who is this person? And he brings the person back to life, and that person is Susui. Now Susui gets back up all confused and trying to figure out what the hell just happened, and he knows he's died, and he asks what happened. And Naruto says, your eyes are gone. And he gives back his eyes. He basically grants Susui his eyes back, and Susui has his original eyes back. Danzo has his, taken eyes, but Susui got his eyes back. Now, Susui asks what happened. I thought I was dead, and he says, oh, you are dead, but now you're a vampire. Now, Susui says, what? What? And he says, don't worry. Go to Sasuke. He says, Sasuke, he's still alive? And he says, yes, he actually is alive. Go meet up with the other Uchihas. And Sushi says, alright, and he body flickers to Sasuke. Now, Naruto continue on finding graves, and he says, maybe if I bring these people back to life, they can help me out and help Sasuke get stronger, and also tell me about my heritage of my family and stuff. Now, Naruto brings back a couple people. Now, he brings back the first Hokage and the second Hokage. And he also brings back Kuchina, because Minato, he died, but they buried him at like another place. They didn't bury him together, so he doesn't like know where's Minato's body at. But he basically revives his mother, and his mother wakes back up saying, "Naruto, is that you?" And he says, "Do you know me?" And she hugs him and says, "My son, I thought I was dead." And he basically says, "Well, you are, but you're a vampire." And he explains the whole thing to his mom, and she says, "I understand. Can you bring back your father?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, if I know where he's at." And they pretty much just know. So they have to. So Kushina says, "Oh, we probably have to ask the Hokage where they buried him at." Now, the first Hokage and second Hokage is confused why they're alive, and he says, "Well, I brought you alive for certain reasons." And also, I should tell you that Naruto took their DNA too by reviving them, but he can like take DNA if he wants to. So he basically has Shinju DNA too. So he's basically talking to his mom saying, "I have a castle up top. You should go there and get some rest." And the Hokage, and it says the first Hokage and second Hokage is basically talking to him and stuff. And he basically explains the whole situation, what's going on, and what really happened. And basically explaining what things change and stuff. And the second Hokage is saying, what about the Uchiha? Now, Naruto says, well, the Uchiha got massacred by Itachi because they was about to commit something. Well, I don't know why Naruto doesn't know what happened, but he says, I don't know why Itachi did it, but me and Sasuke is going to kill him. And, the Hokage said, the first Hokage, Hiroshima, I can't even say his name, but basically says that's not the way, but he says, well, I'm not going to listen to you. I can really just kill you. And, the first Hokage says, do you really want to try that, kid? And, Naruto is teleport right behind him, has his neck puncture. He says, do you really want to try me? And the first Hokage is terrified, so he says, now, y'all gonna help me learn how to do this with style, and also help me and Sasuke get stronger. And they have to, because A, now Naruto is their master, and B, he can do whatever he wants. He can undead them if he wants to. Now, all the Uchiha heads back to the castle, because now the Uchiha, instead of they living at their compound, they live in the castle now. So all the Uchiha that died lives in the castle with Sasuke. Now the Uchiha calls it as their home because they like it, they enjoy it. Like, the castle has each different parts of the area. It has a clock tower, has an underground arena, it has a rose garden area, and it has many different areas, and it also shifts and changes if it wants to. So if one area is like a library, it will switch up to like a beach area. It basically can twist and transform whatever a person thinks about what they want to go. Now Naruto Sasuke is heading to Kakashi to basically do missions, and Naruto tells his mom that they get some rest and talk to the Hokage and sees where my father is at so I can bring him back. And they go do some missions, Naruto and Sasuke, they kind of get bored of these missions and they want to get stronger. And they think about, because as they do missions, they drink blood, but they don't drink human blood, but sometimes they be like, if we need to get stronger, we can drink some human blood, or just grab some human blood and make blood fruits, a blood apple. So a blood apple is basically when they just get some human blood and then just merge it and plant it, and it grows blood trees. Now, the blood trees is for the Uchiha and stuff, for them to get stronger too, because they're now vampires / Uchiha, so they're 10 times quicker and stronger. But with the Sharingan, they're just dangerous. Like, there's no way you can beat a Uchiha unless you have, like, the Vampire Hunter whip. But I don't think a Belmont can beat them due to their Sharingan. So, that's how powerful they are. Now, we start off with... we'll continue them doing missions and stuff. As they're doing missions, they're basically, getting bored, Sasuke and Naruto. And they're basically asking for a higher mission. Now, Hiruzen says, alright, and, he gives them, like, a higher mission. And it's the Protect Tazo, the Tazo Bridge. Now, Naruto says, this should be easy. Now, Naruto is a little bit taller, and Sasuke too. They're a little bit taller. But they're still they're still kids, but they're a little bit taller. Now, Sakura, she, basically, she's terrified of talking shit to Naruto, but she, says, Tarzan basically comes in and, looks at them, and he only talks shit about Sakura, and he says, what is this little brat going to do with these two? And Sasuke and Naruto says, don't talk about our team member like that, she's just as good. Well, just as good. Naruto was basically saying, but Sasuke says, well, I wouldn't say not that good, but but Naruto says, hey, and he says, alright. But basically, I should tell you now, Naruto has the Uchiha symbol on his back. Well, on his back thing, and he wears the Sasuke attire. With Sasuke and Gaara fight attire, that one. Yeah, he wears it, and Sasuke wears that one too. They're basically matching. But but one is like red with the red lines, has the red thing, and the other one's just the regular. But Naruto wears the red one, with has red lines and has the Uchiha symbol. But they basically saying, alright. And they start getting ready and start going. Sasuke, Naruto has a sword, but it's kind of like, it's a transformation weapon. It can transform to any weapon. Basically, it's like a custom whip, and it can transform to anything. Now Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura are heading out. Now they see the puddle. Now Sasuke and Naruto realize there's two life forms under there, because they can sense heartbeats and stuff. Either the faintest heartbeats, they can sense it, and breathing. Now Naruto and Sasuke says there's someone under this water, and Kakashi says, how you know that? And he says, just trust me. Now Sasuke and Naruto, they look at each other and they form lightning ground shock jutsu, which shock the ground. Well, basically they form. Well, no, basically they basically, like, Sasuke summoned his sword, his blood sword. Basically, I'm gonna give him power to summon a blood sword with electricity, and he can merge the lightning style with like blood electricity, so it forms like a blood electricity, and it's much more deadly. So Sasuke looks at Naruto, and Naruto looks at Sasuke, and they nod their head. And Sasuke pulls out his blade and shocks the water with, regular lightning style, and the Wonder Brothers gets out getting shocked. While Naruto comes right behind them and knocks them both out. He ties both of them up and puts them in the genjutsu, and basically telling them what they know. And now they basically spill the whole beans in. Naruto said, alright. Now, instead of them killing them, Naruto summoned his Valkyries, and the Valkyries come out of nowhere, and Sakura's saying, what are those? And Naruto says, those are my servants, but they're Valkyries. And he grabs them. He says, take these ones and put them in the room. And the room is basically not the torture room, but it's an experimental room to pretty much experimented things, not turn them into monsters basically turn them into monsters or thing. But Naruto wants to study Adrali and how do they have this stuff, and and what's their weapons and all that, and also want to see if he's decide if they should live or die. So he tells them to take the two Wonder Brothers and fly them to the castle. And the Valkyrie says, "Understood, sir." And she grabs them. She grabs them and basically flies off in. And they say, "Let go, let go!" And they're flying to the castle. Now, Naruto says, "All right, shall we go?" And Sasuke agree. And Sakura is saying, still can't get her mind a grasp of the factory of a Valkyrie flying and coming in and taking like those two brothers away. Kakashi is somewhat like confused about it too, but they continue. Now Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi and Sakura and Tazan, as they're going, they see a fog of smoke. Now as they're going, they more likely see like a fog, and Kakashi says be on guard. Now Sasuke and Naruto, they don't need to be on guard. They're basically, their height instances, they know what's a life form there or not there. They know what's there or what's not. They have clear vision that they can see Zabuza straight through it, and they say, "Oh, we don't need to worry about it." Now, as Kakashi say a duck, instead of Sasuke and Naruto ducking, all the rest duck, but except for Naruto and Sasuke. One blade is coming in, and Naruto catches the blade, and he basically holds and puts it down, and he says, "Really? Was you really trying to catch us with this?" And Sasuke is basically disappeared with his bat forms, with his bats, as doing bats and disappearing, and Sasuke is going for Haku. He's going right behind Haku. Now, Zabuza says, "Well, you're strong, kid." And Naruto looks at him and smiles and says, "You're not bad yourself." And Zabuza fires like a dragon style water jutsu at Naruto, which Naruto easily dodges and fires kunai with magic ability, firing Rose kunai at ice kunai at Zabuza, which Zabuza dodged but get caught by one and technically start to freeze instantly, which it was just a water clone, and Zabuza saying, I almost got caught by that. And he grabs his blade and starts swinging at Naruto. Now Naruto, he backs up and pulls out his whip, his custom whip made by Death, and start clashing battle with Zabuza. Now Zabuza is saying that whip won't do you no good, and he says, "You're right, it won't do me no good." And he basically, uses the DS cards, or basically the magical cards, to switch his weapon into claws, into poison claws, or basically cards, claws, and he started slashing at Zabuza, which Zabuza gets cut multiple times and backing up, and he realized he's not badly wounded, but he got cut, but he realized it's poison, so he realized he's been poisoned. And then Naruto jumps in and switches magical cards into two different combos, and it switched into martial arts. And he started clashing with him and doing powerful kicks and punches at Zabuza, which is injuring his body, and he sends Zabuza flying back into the water. Now Naruto started walking on the water, and Kakashi saying, "So he knows how to water walk? Interesting." Now Naruto, he switches into his two styles of a gun, and he switches magic cards into a combo into a gun. Now, when Zabuza is trying to go, sorry to say, this is my last chance, and trying to form a jutsu, Naruto pulls out a gun and shoots Zabuza in the arm, left leg, right leg, and left arm, or right arm, and basically shoots him by the side of the chest. And Zabuza saying, "What the hell? What is that? I couldn't even move fast enough. What was that?" And Naruto is spinning the gun around and basically puts it in the back of his thing, and he says, "Well, that was a gun, and you got shot." And Zabuza saying he's too dangerous. Now Haku is about to come in until Sasuke is right behind Haku saying, "You trying to save him?" And Haku instantly backs up and says, and throws like ice things and saying, how did I not notice him right behind me? And now Naruto and Sasuke, they can cancel out their chakra because Naruto is extreme, so he taught Sasuke and himself how to cancel out their chakra so they won't be present and people won't know where they at or if they're near. So Haku was backing up and grabbing Zabuza and basically saying, "We gotta go," and basically out of it. And Kakashi says, "Why you didn't stop him?" And Naruto says, I don't know. I want to see if they can get stronger." And Sasuke looks at Naruto and says, "You just didn't want to kill him." And he says, "Yeah, you got a point." Now they continue on heading to Zabuza? No. Tazuna house. And they start, relaxing and stuff. Now Kakashi doesn't need to teach Sasuke and Naruto how to tree walk or any of that because, they already know it. And Kakashi is surprised by it. But Naruto told Kakashi, just get some rest. We're gonna train Sakura. And Sakura is saying, "I don't need training from you, Nine-Tail." And Sasuke says, and Naruto says, now, I might be the Nine-Tailed Cherokee, but doesn't mean you have the right to say that. And death is like always appearing when someone is being disrespectful, and he comes appear and he says, "What did I told you about doing that?" And Sakura says, "I didn't mean to. I'm sorry." And Naruto says, "Death, stop." And Sasuke can see death too because he has his Sharingan and he sees death. Well, death shows itself to Sasuke because he. Now, Sasuke is laughing, and Sakura is just shaking, and Naruto says, "Come on, let's just go outside and get you training." Now, it takes two times of Sakura to do the tree thing, but she gets it right the second time. And for the water walk too. Now, Naruto says he's gonna go get some rest and goes to sleep. Now, this is where Haku comes in and talks to Naruto. Now, Naruto, he knows this is the same person that was rescuing, and he says, when we reach at the bridge, we're gonna have to fight each other. I'm gonna offer you this one chance for you and the one you love, or the one you love and protect. Chance. It's A, you join me, and I can live on for eternity. Or B, I can just kill y'all before y'all even know it. And Haku is confused by this and saying, "Excuse me, you got a choice. You rather A, get killed by me and Sasuke, or you can join me, and he can join me too." And she thinks about this and says, "Well, it's nice knowing you." And Naruto says, "Think about it." And I'm gonna say Haku is a girl because we're like the ones who loves Haku. I'm gonna make her a girl. Now we're going to start with the whole bridge situation. Now, everybody at the bridge. Now everybody's squaring off. Now, Sakura stayed behind to protect Tazuna, while Zabuza and Kakashi is scrapping beef with each other. Now, Haku is fighting with Sasuke right now, and when Haku activates the ice mirrors to try to beat Sasuke, it doesn't work. Like, Sasuke with the 3 Tomori Sharingan, and plus with his prepared abilities, he was just beating shit out of Haku. It wasn't a battle, it was just bloodshed. Like, Sasuke is he pulls out his sword, and every time Haku's trying to go in and throw some things, Sasuke just easily fly, how can I say, instantly teleport and slashes Haku by each side of her arm and stuff, and either by the side, and Naruto is just, he's not doing that. He's just sitting down, just chilling, just sitting down chilling, and he basically summoned a chair, and he's just drinking his blood, and this chilling. And he's like, And as Haku, and like 10 seconds later, Haku gets fucking slammed out the goddamn ice mirrors and hit to the ground hard. And Sasuke is saying, is that all you got? And Haku, she can't get up. She is like tired, and Sasuke been using blood drain to like drain her blood, and she can't even move because she's like dazed and stuff. And Zabuza, he's like saying, damn. And as Kakashi's about to finish Zabuza, Naruto steps in and says, now wait, Kakashi. I want to offer them something. Now, Kakashi says, what do you mean? They're the enemy. And Naruto basically put Kakashi in the Genjutsu, much stronger, so Kakashi takes even longer to get out, and he passes out. Sakura's saying, what are you doing? And he put Zabuza and Haku together, and he says, I'll give you this one option. Join my army, or join my family, and become like me, immortal and strong, and serve me, or you can die here. And Zabuza, he's not saying anything. He's quiet. And Haku, she only says something when Zabuza says something. And he says, if it's about money you want, I can keep paying you. I can keep paying you a lot of money. You can be rich. Like, my castle's really rich. You can too. Y'all both can be my bodyguards. And I can keep paying y'all for protecting me. And Zabuza says, well, it's a deal then. And so Naruto basically turned Haku and Zabuza a vampire. So basically they're part of the castle and the vampires now. Now, Sakura is saying, what did you do? And and he says, oh, I turned them into vampires. They're part of my family army now. And basically Sakura is terrified, saying, what are you? And Naruto says, well, I'll tell you long enough. I'll tell you later on. And basically, Naruto summon, how can I say? What do you summon? He summons two succubus to basically take Haku and Zabuza to the castle so they can rest. Now, Kakashi wakes back up in the Genjutsu saying what happened, and Naruto already told Sakura not to say anything, and he said, well, you got knocked out by Zabuza. And he says, Now, the whole goons comes up, and Naruto and Sasuke is ready to do something, but Naruto says, I got this. And Naruto summons skeletons. Well, I'm gonna say they're called Samuel Wraiths. So basically, they're like bootlegged Belmonts with whips, with chain whips. Now he summons all three. He summoned each different skeleton. A skeleton with boomerang, a skeleton Belmont head ass, and let me stop. And a skeleton with No, he summoned an armor knight. He summoned a white knight that does healing capabilities and also shoot laser beams. Now, the white knight looks at Naruto and says, Lord, you have summoned us. What do you need us to do? And the two skeletons says, now the skeleton with the boomerang, he's chilling. He's basically chilling by the side and saying, yeah, what do you like us to do, Lord? And the other one's saying, I'm ready to destroy anything you order me to. And Naruto says, well, bring these two skeletons to human form so they can be in the top condition. Now, the White Knight brings them back to life into the original form, and they're right now saying, so you brought us back into our back life form, Seth. I feel 10 times powerful. Now Naruto says, now finish these fools off, and they all now the goons are all charging at all three of them. Now the White Knight says, would y'all like to do it? And he says, yeah, I've been itching for a fight. And the skeleton boomerang throws each style two separate boomerangs at each goons, and which it basically just whoops their ass, breaking their neck and stuff, or basically shattering their chest and stuff because the boomerangs are powerful. And it comes back to him, and he's doing backflips away. And the Belmont wannabe skeleton, or base human wannabe Belmont, throws his chain whip, and he swings it around in incredible speed so no one can touch him or hit him, and he start whipping them down to the ground and basically taking their weapons away and throwing it back at them and stuff, or just destroying them. And the bridge will be called the Great Naruto and Sasuke. Yeah, Great Naruto and Sasuke. Now, they start heading back, and Naruto and Sasuke head back to the castle, while Sakura comes up to him and says, I want to become a vampire. Now, Sasuke, Naruto looks at her and says, are you sure you want to become a vampire? And she says, yes, I'm tired of being weak. Now, Naruto and Sasuke look at each other, and Naruto says, Sasuke, it's your choice, since you have a crush on her a little bit. And Sasuke blushes and says, no, I don't. And he says, well, it's your choice to decide if she should be a vampire or not. Now, Naruto, this is going to be the 18 part. And you got 3 seconds to leave if you don't want to hear this, because this is the extra juicy 18 part of this part. Alright, so I'm about to start. Now Naruto is kind of a lustful. He knows what love is now and stuff, and he kind of wants to be a little bit intimate and, want to have children, because he doesn't know if he's like, he kind of be uncertain of himself sometimes. So he wants to make children early and stuff. And Naruto sees Inko. Now, if you know Inko, she's from Naruto from the Chunin exams, and he sees her. Now, he doesn't, he kind of like don't jujutsu her, but he talks to her. And, he's basically, talking to her and stuff, and, and she started laughing and stuff. Now, he goes for, how can I say, a kiss. Now, regularly, he'd be like, whoa, but ain't she's older than him? Listen, like I said, it's 18, my guy. This is some 18 stuff. Now, they start making out and stuff, and, he shows her the castle, and, they do the thing, and, let's say, the next day, Naruto wakes up, getting dressed, and Inko is in the bed, basically just, sleeping, and Naruto gives her a kiss on the forehead, and basically start going. Now, Sasuke was training Sakura, because Sasuke turned Sakura into a vampire. Now, Sakura is a vampire now. And I'm going to give her this because, like I said, Sakura is garbage. So we gotta make her good in some what-ifs. Sometimes she can be garbage, and sometimes she's not. I just don't want her to be garbage. I want her to be a part of the story, alright? Because it's all the way to the end. Now, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura is basically eating and, drinking blood. Sipping on some blood they have in bottles. And Kakashi informs them about the Chunin exams. Now, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura has decided to do it. And, Naruto says, alright, this will be fun. And, they start getting ready. Now, Kushina comes in and says hi to Kakashi. And Kakashi says hi, giving Kushina a hug. Kushina? Yeah, Kushina a hug. And basically, talking to Naruto, saying, I'll be safe, watch out. And, Naruto says, I'll be fine, Mom. And, they started doing, the Chunin exams. And, the first test, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto already know it's an illusion and stuff and that. So they go up, passes. Now, Rock Lee challenge Sasuke and Naruto. but he challenged Naruto because, due to that Sakura not liking and liking Sasuke. Now, he challenged both of them. And basically, when he's trying to attack Sasuke, Sasuke easily dodges him with the Sharingan, and plus with his vampire ways, he dodges Rock Lee kick and grabs him and basically swings him to the wall. And he doesn't swing him that hard to like shatter his bones or anything. He just swings him. Now, Guard, activate his first gates and stuff. Start activating the gates and start fighting like Sasuke. And Sasuke is enjoying it, dodging and stuff. And he gets hit by Rock Lee. He says, "Wow, I'm actually quite happy you actually did it." And and he starts scrapping, but it wasn't enough. And Mike Guy's about to step in until Naruto says, "Nope, don't do it. I want him to see how far he can go." And, Rock Lee goes beyond his limit. Start going so fast that Sasuke can still see him, but Sasuke is smiling and saying, And Sasuke does a roundhouse kick and kicks Lee to the wall and basically injuring him. But Naruto walks in slowly to Rock Lee and gives him a healing potion and says, "Are you alright?" And Rock Lee's perfect. He says, "Yes, thank you." He says, "Make sure to get stronger." And Rock Lee says, "I will, thank you." And Neji is saying you couldn't even beat him, but Naruto, how Neji says the whole thing, and Naruto says, "Shut up." He says, "Shut up, you wouldn't know about potential." And Neji gets mad at Naruto. Now Naruto is basically going and they do the test, post a treat and something like that. Now Naruto passes because he's extremely intelligent but he helps out his team and he basically stops time and writes the answers on their test because he has a time clock thing to stop time, and he writes the answers on their test and he basically unfreeze time and left a note saying, "I already did it for you." And he says, and they just say, "Okay," and they basically passed that. Now the force of death. Now Inko, that girl from the training stuff, or Anko, not Anko, Anko, Inko. Yeah, I said her name wrong, but basically her comes and sees Naruto. Now she blushes and Naruto blushes a little, and she's saying good luck to everybody, and as everybody going, she stops Naruto and gives Naruto a big kiss and says good luck and be safe. Now Naruto says, "I will," and he basically goes off with his team, and they go. Now Naruto already knows where the scroll's at. He pretty much he already mind controlled the kids that has the scroll and told him to give it to him at this specific area, and they got the scrolls. Now Naruto says he has to go use the bathroom, which he doesn't, but he just wants to do it anyways. But he goes use the bathroom. Now the ambush happens, but it doesn't go as well. Like the snake that was trying to eat Naruto, Death comes in and swiftly slashes off the snake's head. Well, no, I take that back. Zabuza comes in and the batch of the snake by chopping the snake in half and saying, "Are you right, Lord? Are you right?" And he says, "Just call me Naruto." And he says, "Are you right?" And Haku comes in second saying, "Are you right, Master?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, I'm alright." Now Naruto says, "Follow me and decide in shadows and get ready when the time is right." And they says right. Now Zabuza summoned his frog in to make it foggy for Orochimaru, because Orochimaru is right now fighting Sasuke, and he's somewhat being surprised and outguarded and getting whooped by Sasuke. Now Orochimaru is confused of why is Sasuke so powerful, but Sakura is terrified because Orochimaru activates his bloodlust switch. It doesn't phase Sasuke's a vampire. He's undead, and it's not gonna phase him because he saw death, and death is much more scarier than blood loss. Like, think about it. The fear of death being sniffing, like being on your neck. Like, have you ever thought of death and just being afraid of it? That's how death is. Now Naruto is coming in. While Orochimaru summoned another snake to try to, damage Sasuke, and Naruto comes in and just, activate his magic cards, and he summoned an ice sword to basically stab the snake and freeze it instantly, and he shatters it in multiple pieces and says, so you're the one who was trying to attack my friends. And Orochimaru says, I'm surprised you actually survived. Now, when Naruto says now, Zabuza comes in extremely quick and slashes Orochimaru's body in half, which Orochimaru is surprised, and Haku comes in and put those ice things to freeze Orochimaru's top body, because her icicles can now freeze people into like whatever parts she wants to freeze, because Naruto enhanced the abilities. Now Zabuza basically throws Orochimaru top portion of body, and Naruto fires a fireball, which Sasuke does it too, and basically killing Orochimaru. Not really killing him, but basically doing that. Now Zabuza says, "Is there anything else, Master?" And he says, "Nah, this should pretty much be it. Now go back, because we're right now trying to do training exams, and I don't want to get disqualified." And they disappeared. Now Orochimaru, he's not dead. He comes back killing slowly. He bites Sasuke in the neck, which Sasuke says "ow," but Sasuke doesn't pass out. He does get the curse mark, but it doesn't like hurt him or anything. But he does say like "ow," and Orochimaru is saying "what the hell," and Naruto activates his Sharingan, and he says, "That's it, you're dead." And Orochimaru says, "You're Uchiha too?" And he says, maybe the price of one. And Orochimaru forms back his body together. He jumps on a tree and does a backflip and bites Naruto's neck, and Naruto says, "Ooh," and he basically turns around and just stops time and just grabs Orochimaru and throws him in he throws him far away, and he fires a massive fireball jutsu, and it hits Orochimaru, and Orochimaru is screaming, saying "ah," and getting flying away by the fireball. Now Orochimaru hits somewhere else, and he's badly injured, so he can't heal up. Now Naruto Sasuke says, what did he give us? And they see a curse mark, and he says, this is a curse mark he gave us? Now, and Naruto researched in the library of the shinobi about curse marks and stuff, and he says, we probably have the curse mark, but it gives us transformations and stuff. It makes us much stronger. Now, Sasuke and Naruto says, I guess so. Now, they start going, and they get some rest, and Naruto and Sasuke is trying to figure out how to use the curse mark, because it doesn't affect their chakra at all. Like the curse mark is just an upgrade to them, and in the Orochimaru influence, it doesn't really work on them, because first of all, Naruto is Dracula, so nothing can really work on him or influence him. And Sasuke, he only is loyal to Naruto, and only is Naruto. So if anyone's trying to make him betray Naruto, it won't happen. So it doesn't even work against Sasuke. Now, Sasuke and Naruto is basically trying to learn how to use the curse mark, and they basically trying to figure out how it works and stuff. And they see Naruto and Sasuke start activating it to stage 1, to stage 2, to stage 3. Now Sasuke see his transformation of having wings and stuff, saying, this is nice. And it's much more advanced, because it has these hands wings, but also have back claws. So that's Sasuke cool transformation, and with the hair and stuff. Now Naruto transformation, it's actually quite different. It actually transformed him into a Nine-Tails, but like a bat Nine-Tails demon. So Naruto will have wings with that transformation and have tails growing at the back, and have black nails. so he can fly, and he also be given an enhanced, and so his Rasengan will be black too, and he's basically much more stronger. By the enhanced phase 3 of the curse mark. Now, Naruto and Sasuke likes this transformation. Sakura says, how come I can't get one? And, Sakura, now, Naruto says, oh, you can. And he basically, gives Sakura a curse mark too. And I'll talk about Sakura curse mark later on. Now, they start heading and going and stuff. Now, the Sound 3 comes in and trying to get Sasuke, which they get their ass destroyed. Sasuke destroyed as a result, Sasuke, instead of like destroying his arms, he rips the arms. He breaks his arms tenfold, 10 times worse, and it breaks his legs. And for the girl, Naruto puts her in an illusion because, he doesn't abuse women or anything. He doesn't do that. And for the other guy, Sasuke, Naruto snaps his neck because they're part of Orochimaru. And he leaves the girl saying, now what you're going to do is go back to Orochimaru and says what happened and tell him to stop trying to come after. And she says understood and start going. Now, they start heading and they get first. And Guard and their team gets second. Now, I'm going to start with the battles. Everything's happened the same, except for Kiba and Naruto fight. Naruto basically just put Kiba in a genjutsu and basically win the match by that way. Because he was getting bored of Kiba, because their fight was just... He was really getting bored of the fight of Kiba, because he was just talking trash saying, you're not strong, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to become Hokage. He says, alright, let's see. And then, he's trying to fight him and he just lost. Sakura, fight. This fight goes a little bit more different. As Ino's trying to do the Mind Transformation Jutsu, what Sakura was in the castle training with Sasuke against thousands of monsters, including death itself. She was fighting death too. And that's much more scary. So when she's trying to go in the mind of Sakura and trying to defeat her, she sees what's in Sakura's mind, and it's 1,000 monsters and stuff. Just looking at and she basically trapped herself, and is screaming and saying, let me out, and she gets up screaming and jumping and just terrified out her mouth, like foaming and passing out, and Sakura wins that. And she says, hey, yeah, I won. And she started going. Now the whole Gar Elite fight, that goes the same. Now the whole Neji, the Neji and Hinata fight, this fight goes a little bit the same, but Naruto gets pissed off because Hinata is more a friend to Naruto, and he gets pissed off and he comes in and punches Neji far away from Hinata before he can do the final blow, and he basically heals Hinata with a potion and says, are you right? And she says, I'm alright, Naruto. And Naruto takes her back in seat and let her rest, and he says, when we about to fight each other, Neji, I'm going to show you show you true hell. And at that point, Naruto have formed the Mangekyo Sharingan due to seeing Hinata, because like I said, you can see it through other ways, but Naruto thought he didn't make it in time, but he has the Mangekyo Sharingan, and they also put each other in a genjutsu, or no, they basically put each other in a genjutsu, so they basically both have the Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke and Naruto, and also Naruto's dad. Sasuke's dad. But basically, he basically shows his Mangekyo, and Neji is quite terrified about it. Now, as Neji say whatever. We start with the. No, we're not gonna start with the outside yet. After the indoor fighting things of the preliminary rounds is happening, they all start. They have I believe 2 weeks or 1 week of training. I think 2 weeks or 1 week. I think it was 2 weeks. Now Hiruzen, now Naruto goes to Hiruzen, talking to Hiruzen about getting attacked by Orochimaru and what he gave him, and he says, "You got the curse mark. Is it hurting or anything?" He says, "No, me and Sasuke has it, but it's perfectly fine. Now we can use it perfectly fine and use it against him." And he says, "Okay." Now Naruto, talking to Hiruzen, saying, "Hey, I want to get stronger. Can you basically tell me what a master thing I can do?" He says, "You can train with Kakashi with the Sharingan and learn some techniques, or you can learn from your guardian, Jiraiya." And he said, "Jiraiya?" He says, "Yeah, he should be around here somewhere." And he started looking for Jiraiya, and he sees Jiraiya. He says, "This perfect guy?" And he starts smiling and laughing. He says, "All right." And he says, "Are you Jiraiya Sensei, my guardian?" And he says, "You must be Naruto? Are you Naruto?" He says, "Yes, my mother is Kushina and my father is Minato, the Hokage." And he says, "Ah, yes." And he starts saying, "Well, can you train me?" He says, "Yeah." And, they start doing the 2 weeks training, and, Naruto do the toe thing, and, he mastered it, so, and also, he started, talking to, Jiraiya. He says, "Is there any more jutsus you can teach me? Because I already did the Rasengan in 1 day and stuff, and mastered it with one hand and stuff." And Jiraiya said, maybe you can learn something else." And as you know, my bad. Now, what was that? Okay, yeah. So he said, maybe you can learn these two. Maybe you can learn these two techniques. And he teaches Naruto the flying Raijin. Well, basically gives him the scroll of the flying Raijin, and Naruto masters it his own way. He learns it in his own, and he combines it with his whip. So now he can use the flying Raijin, like, how can I say, the flying Raijin technique with bullets. So basically, if he shoots bullets, he can make them ricochet or teleport right behind the enemy and hit them in the back, or ricochet around, or he can he can teleport and fire multiple bullets while teleporting, basically like that, or use his ice sword to basically teleport and swing around, or just throw his ice swords around, and he can just grab them and throw them at the person and freeze like some parts of the person, or do many combination. I tell you later. So basically, he learns the flying Raijin, and he also learns. Oh, and he learns the part 2 of it too. So he can teleport far distances if he wants to. Now, Naruto Naruto also learns Sage Mode. And Sage Mode is supposed to, I know it's like a nature thing, but you see, Naruto, he didn't die or keep being resurrected and evil or dark hearted. He's kind hearted. Well, somewhat kind hearted. Kind hearted. Basically, he learns Sage Mode, and he can now use Nature Chakra. Now, the curse mark doesn't affect him. He can use Sage Mode with the curse mark, so he can use both of them at once. Now, Naruto saying, "Thank you, Master Jiraiya," and Jiraiya says, "Don't mention it." And he says, "Will you watch me do my preliminary?" And he says, I might see." And he says, "All right," and he started going off. Now, Sasuke learns, the usuals, and Sakura, she gets her training up in the castle and train with death, and she learns the technique of the death scythe technique, where she can summon a scythe and summon multiple scythes to appear out of nowhere and start swinging around. Now, she thanks Death and saying sorry for being rude to Master, and she says, "You don't need to be sorry to me, you need to be sorry to the Master herself." And he says, "Okay." And she goes and Naruto comes back in the castle with Sasuke, and Sasuke and Uchiha start saying, "Welcome home, Master Kishan, Master Sasuke," and they said, "Please stop." And they start itching their hair, and Fukaku comes in and hugs Sasuke, and Sasuke's mother too. Kushina comes in and hugs Naruto and says, "Oh, where y'all been?" And they start talking and stuff, and the Uchiha, they all have their own rooms and stuff, and they can go outside and go shop and stuff. Like they have their own free will. They can they basically can go out and come back to the castle and stuff. Like they bring food and stuff. The Uchiha is totally friendly with the monsters and stuff, and Uchiha like talks to the monsters. Like they're all like family in there, and the Uchiha, they do roses and stuff, and they do the heavy work too. They also make the castle 10 times better and make the defenses stronger and stuff. And they also train. I should tell you, they also train the Valkyries and the skeletons and stuff how to use ninjutsu powers and stuff. So you might see some skeleton ninjas and stuff. And they also been bringing back, making the monsters and zombies like back to human, so they can like transform into zombies. Like they can like do a shift. They can shift back to zombie to human. So like all monsters can transform into human form, into up to their monster form. So a slime can be into a human, or he can switch back to a slime. And slimes kind of is like Logia. So if anyone trying to stab their human form, the knife would just go through them because they're basically slimes, and they can just be a counter. Now the knight armors. Now the armor knights, they basically have a human form, but their human form has the armor one too. So they can basically the yo-yo armor knight that can spin a yo-yo blade. He basically make his body much smaller, or he can make it bigger, or basically be human. It basically that they've been doing experimenting. Now Haku also been sharing her DNA. So now the Uchiha has ice capabilities too, like an ice Kinkai. And also the Uchiha been going around the whole nation and looking for like dead clans and stuff, and been bringing them to the castle. And they've been mixing and matching, combining and stuff, and making like hybrids of Uchiha and stuff. And Uchihas are like all having like hybrid babies and stuff, including like the Mist Village, and the Seven Swordsmen. Naruto says, bring back any corpse that I can bring back to life, and they can help. And Naruto basically brought back the Seven Swordsmen, and Minato have been also brought back too, because they found his grave and they brought him back. Now Minato is a vampire now. Now everything is set, and everything is all set and thing, and they rest and stuff. Now Anko basically comes in and sees Naruto, and she basically talks to him and stuff, and and she tells Naruto, well, no, not yet. Now basically the outside, the second permanent rounds, everything happens the same. Naruto and Neji fight is different. Now Neji thinks Naruto is gonna go in for like a simple, thing, but no. Naruto comes in. He fires. He have his fire raging mark. Oh, I should also tell you this. Naruto ordered the Valkyries to go around the world and throw down like multiple blades. So with the flying raging mark, so Naruto can pretty much teleport everywhere he wants to, including in the way of the ways of the samurais. Oh, and he also have samurais too. Now we start back at the Neji fight. Now Naruto and Neji are basically about to swap. Now Naruto looks at Neji and says, I'm gonna enjoy this. Now Naruto fires bullets at Neji, and Neji thinks he can stop him with the rotational. No, these bullets are different. They're much stronger and powerful. And Neji gets shot in the arm by one of the bullets, and he's like, what the hell? I thought my rotation can stop it. And Naruto comes in forward, and he cuts Neji arm, and he basically takes some of the blood, and he tastes it. He says, so this is the Hyuga power. And Naruto merged the Sharingan. He basically has one Sharingan and one Hyuga eye, and he says, so this is the Hyuga eye then. No wonder. So you can see my chakra points. So this is why you was trying to hit my points at the same time. So he says, let me try. And he comes in, and I should tell you, when Naruto takes someone blood, he basically has all their memories and stuff, and has all their skills. So, and he can enhance their abilities by having it. So when he comes in, he, cuts off all Neji chakra points, and the Hyuga's saying, "What? How can he do that?" And the people are shocked too. And Naruto pushes them away, saying, "Huh, you ready to fight?" And Neji says, "I can't." And he just grabs Neji and throws him in the wall. He says, "This is for Hinata." And he said, "This is for talking down." And he punches him in. He says, "You give up?" He says, "I give." And Naruto says, and he undoes the chakra points. And he says, and he gives the whole talking to Lucha. And Neji, he takes it. And he heals Neji, and then the match is in. Now, Gaara and Sasuke fight. Now, the Gaara and Sasuke fight is quite different because, how can I say, Gaara and Gaara fight. Gaara, how can I say this? Okay, yeah. So Gaara and Sasuke had that fight. Now, Sasuke is much quicker. So he comes in and he kicks Gaara right in the face and sends him flying to the wall. Now, Gaara is trying to figure out how his sand is not working, and Sasuke backs up and he says, "I've been willing to use this." And he used stage 1, and he activate blood magic with his lightning blade, and it forms a. And he said lightning style, blood lightning jutsu, and he charges at Gaara, which pierces Gaara right through his arm, injuring him fatally, which Gaara freaks out, and the whole sand thing attack happens, and Gaara leaves, and everybody been put into sleep except for Sasuke and Naruto and Sakura, because it doesn't really faze them. They can go to sleep whenever they want to. They can't be forced to sleep. Now, Sakura tells Zabuza, and Haku comes in and says, "What should we do?" And Naruto says, "I have a bad feeling about this. Go check up on the Hokage. And see if he's alright." And he says, as you wish, master. And they both go. Naruto goes after Sasuke and Gaara, and Sakura basically, she doesn't go. Well, no, yeah, she goes. Yeah, she goes, and she basically follows them. Now, Gaara's right now losing badly to Sasuke due to 3 Tamari. He basically to the 3 Sharingan, and basically dodging. Gaara's basically can't dodge Sasuke attacks, but Sasuke can dodge his attacks and basically kick his ass. Gaara transformed into stage 2 of Chicago. So, and he starts summoning sand things, which Sasuke kind of gets off guard, and he gets put in a tree and gets stuck. But Sasuke is about to break free until Sakura comes in, and she summoned Black Rose Scythe, and basically slashes Gaara's stand arm, and Gaara is right now just being furious and trying to attack Sakura, which scythes are appearing out of nowhere, hitting Gaara in left and right, basically pinning him down, and Gaara says, "That's it," and he transformed to Ultimate Shikaku. Now, Naruto says, and he says, "Alright," and he summons the Toad, the Sheaf Toad, and he says, "You mind helping me find this guy?" And the Toad says, "Alright, I'll help you." And they have their scratch. Now, Naruto does something different. He says, and he goes charge, and he punches Gaara in the head, basically knocking Gaara out. And he talks to Gaara and stuff, and he says, and he gives Gaara an option. He says, Do you want me to take the one tail and free you from this curse?" And Gaara says, "You can?" And he says, "Yeah." And Gaara accepts, and Naruto, he extracts the one tail without killing Gaara, because he found a perfect way to do it. And he basically put the one tail in him, and now he has the one tail and the nine tail. Now Gaara takes him, and Naruto says the speech and stuff, and Gaara cries and happy and says, "This is my true friend," and they have that. Now we switch to Hiruzen and the whole battle with Orochimaru. Now Orochimaru can't summon the first and second because they've been brought back to life as vampires. Now, Orochimaru summons, I say, two other beings. Gar's dad and I think Gar's dad and I say the other Hokage from I think the Hidden Mist, who shoots the water pistols, and he says, and they both come out, and now Naruto sees him. Naruto comes in and sees the whole battle, and he says, "What's going on?" Now Zabuza is holding down and say, he says, "Well, this one has dust manipulation, and this one he has bones and stuff." And he's like, Now Orochimaru saying, well, isn't that you, Naruto? And Naruto says, and he says, "I want to try something." And he goes in and he bites Gar's father, and basically okay, sorry. Okay, so he does is kind of like takes punches Orochimaru away, and he basically puts his blood in. No, he basically bites actually no, he basically gives him life. He gives Gar's dad life and the Miss Hokage life, and he basically then bites them, and he basically gets their whole distraction thing. Now Naruto can use Saiyan release, as go dust release as a king, and also as Gar, like now the other guy too, he has, and he basically turned them into vampires, and he says, "Are you alright?" He says, "I'm back to life." And what did you do? He says, "Well, I brought you back to life. Now you have free will, and now y'all are my family." And he says, "Where's my boy Gar? I have one question. Is my boy Gar alright?" He says, "Yeah, he's basically fine. He's not the one tells the trick anymore." He says, "What?" Then he says, "I am the one telling 9 tells the trick, but he's alright." And he's explaining why Orochimaru comes back and says, "What are y'all doing? Kill him!" And they look at him, and Gar's dad basically comes in and grabs him with the gold dust and crushes Orochimaru, and Orochimaru screaming, saying, "Ah!" And the other guy with, I forgot his name, with the slick back hair, he fires his water bullet, and it creates a big explosion, blowing up Orochimaru, sending him flying. And they see Orochimaru flying, and the Sand Ninjas and stuff, they basically leave and retreat, and the Leaf, and Ruzin's alright, he doesn't die, he doesn't use the Death Seal. Now, everything's okay. Everything's fine. Now, Hiruzen is a little bit injured, but he's fine. But he wants to find a replacement as quickly as possible because he's getting too old. Now, Naruto. Now, Hiruzen calls in Jiraiya and wants Jiraiya to be the Hokage, and Jiraiya says no, and he says, "Listen, if I can find someone else, then I don't have to be Hokage." He says, "I suppose." He says, "Alright, bet." And he goes to find Tsunade, and Naruto and then he grabs Naruto and says, "You want to go on adventure?" And Jiraiya, he doesn't know about Minato and Kushina being alive, but Naruto says, "Yeah, let me say goodbye to my parents, Kushina and Minato." And he says, "They're alive?" And he says, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that." And he basically takes Jiraiya to the castle and shows him, and Jiraiya is crying and hugging him and talking. And Jiraiya says, "How this happened?" Naruto tells his guardian the whole truth and stuff. And he says, "I see it." He says, "Alright," and they head off. Now this is gonna be part 2 of what if Naruto was the reincarnation or the new Dracula, part 2. If you like it, leave a like, leave a comment. Let's keep hitting to those subs, and I will do a special later on. All depends. I'm Keyshawn Uchiha, and thanks for watching, and bye.